pedicure. I love you too. Your breath is very hot and stinky. Alright. Let me open the last of these. Okay? Do you have to go outside? I literally just started. Do you gotta go outside? Really? It's like there's other people in this house that could do it. Go outside. Every time. Alright. Yeah, let's open the last of these. More counters. Screaming Phantom. when it attacks, middle card. Oh. 2 less. Right, counter. Out of air. I don't know why I put it. Okay. Yep, that one again. Beauty. Seismic monstrous order. Mineshaft Spitter. Well, it is common. Gnome. Whoops. Yep, seen that before. Oh, there we go. It's a Healy's Lattice. Enters the battlefield. You may discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. You can transform a Raptor. Mastercraft Raptor. Power is equal to the total power of the exiled cards used to craft it. Ow, that hurt a lot. Messed up my hand, that's why it hurt. That's a craft with 1 or more dinosaurs, specifically. Okay. That's cool. Oh, we might find a way to use that. Cave-in deals X damage to each creature, planeswalker, where X is the number of caves you control. Okay. And there's a cave. Careening Minecar. Another vehicle, finally. When Minecar attacks, create a treasure token. Crew 1. I'm sorry, you what? Dinosaur Dragon? Bone Horde Dracosaur. Flying for strike at the beginning of your upkeep. Exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may play them this turn. If you exiled a land card, 3/1 red dinosaur creature token. If you exiled non-land card this way, create a treasure token. Actually a fairly expensive card, not too high up there. This one is not foil, so it's $12. Why is the foil less? That makes no sense. It's on that one. Maybe it's just not sought after. I don't know. That's gonna go over here. We're gonna put you behind Merfolk Scout. We've seen the Spelunker before. Explores X times. So that goes over to her. She moved the cards. I don't know where she put them. It's fine. Hidden Nursery. We do have that already. Green. There we go. Another one. Yeah. Treasure token. River Herald Scout. Merfolk Scout. Yeah, we've seen that one before. Seen Adaptive Guard. Tectonic Hazard. We've seen that. And the last one. Capybara. Yeah, that weird goblin. Okay, Vampire Soldier. Glorifier of Suffering. When this enters battlefield, you may sacrifice another creature or artifact. When you do, put a 1/1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. Okay. Actually sounds pretty powerful. Reveal the top cards of your library. You may put a card and or a land card from among them into your hand. Put the rest in the graveyard. Actually, I think we did. Yeah, we did see that one before. Blade Master, Orc Pirate. I love the Deep King enters battlefield, deals 2 damage to any target craft with artifacts. Sovereigns. Oh yeah, okay, that's right. Yeah, we saw that one too. Makahuti. Kappa Rokti. I cannot. Some of these names I'm just gonna butcher the shit out of. Anyways, when this attacks, you may tap 2 untapped artifacts and or creatures you control. If you do, discover 3. Where was I putting multicolor? I guess here. That's right. Got another one. Oh, but we've seen Captain Storm. And that was just sitting on top. What? Skull Sport Nexus. Quack. Let's grab that. As the app crashes, that's cool. Okay. So it's not, I mean, it's what? This one is the full face, so $6. $6.39. Spell cost X less, where X is the greatest amount power among creatures you control. Man, I cannot talk. One or more non-token creatures you control dies. Create green fungus dinosaur creature token with a base power and toughness, each equal to the total power of those creatures. Double the target's power until end of turn. Just for 2 you can double? That's pretty bad. Like, good. And whenever, okay. We might just keep that on top. Instead, alright, we got a mountain and forest. Whoa. Still no plains. This new design. I honestly thought that they were like promo cards or something. Tokens, you know. Come on. There we go. Wait. 2 can. Yep. One of those ones. Cavern Stomper. Shane Yu. Plenty of times. Vampire Spirit. Echo of Dust. Yeah, I remember that one. Ancestral Remnants. Family Reunion. Child of Volcano. Seen that. Tomb Raider. Yep, there's that one again. Waylaying Pirates. Enters the battlefield if you control an artifact, tap target artifact or creature an opponent controls, put a stun counter on it. Okay. Well, that's cool. I kind of feel like I've seen it. Okay, well, Brazen Blade Master, yeah. Dowsing Device. Okay. Whenever Dowsing Device or another artifact enters the battlefield under your control, Up to one target creature you control gets 1/0 and gains haste until end of turn. Then transform this if you control 4 or more artifacts, and it becomes a land. Till end of turn, target creature gains haste and gets X0, where X is the number of artifacts you control. That's not too bad. Confounding Riddle. Choose one, look at the top 4 cards of your library, put them into your hand, and the rest in your graveyard, or counter target spell unless its controller pays 4. Writ. Explorer's Cache. Enters the battlefield with 2 1/1 counters on it. Whenever a creature you control with a 1/1 counter on it dies, put a 1/1 counter on this. Move a 1/1 counter from Explorer's Cache onto target creature. Activate only as sorcery. Use that. Ooh, a Nautilus. Hermitic Nautilus. Vigilance gets +3/-3 until end of turn. So basically, you're switching the power and toughness. I mean, it's a dinosaur, but not what we're looking for sure. Choose 3. You may choose the same mode more than once. Search your library for a cave card, put it onto the battlefield tap, then shuffle. Put 3 1/1 counters on a cave you control. It becomes a 0/0 element with haste. It's still a land. Destroy target enchantment. Oh, that's pretty good. I might use that. Hey, finally got our planes. Look at that. There we go. Let's go over just in case. Okay, where's... There we go. Okay. Bat. We're going to need that. And the dinosaur that's on there, probably. Okay. Merfolk Scout. Seeker of the Sunlight. We've seen that before. That goes to the wife anyways. Join the Dead. Seen that. Cogwork Wrestler. Yeah, we've seen you. Quicksand Whirlpool. Plundering Pirate. Final Strike. Sunshot Militia. Tap 2 untapped artifacts and/or creatures you control. Sunshot Militia. It deals 1 damage to each opponent. Activate only as sorcery. That's cool. They're human soldiers. Runaway Boulder. We've seen that. People there. What? Okay. Pathfinding Axejaw. When Pathfinding Axejaw enters the battlefield, it explores. Keep you there. Master's Guide Mural. Master's Guide Mural enters the battlefield. Create a 4/4 white and blue golem artifact token. Craft with artifact. Master's Manufactory, huh? Create 4/4 white and blue golem token artifact. Creature. Activate only if Master's Manufactory or another artifact enter the battlefield under your control. Okay. That's cool. Actually, no. You don't go there because you're an artifact. You go over there. Multicolored or not. Scythed Claw Raptor. Whenever a player casts a spell, if it's not their turn, this deals 4 damage to them. That's badass. That's awesome. Search your library for Glimpse the Core. Okay, search your library for a basic forest card. Put that onto the battlefield tapped. Then shuffle. Return target cave from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Choose one. Okay. Bartolome del Presidio. Vampire Knight. Sacrifice another creature or artifact. Put a 1/1 counter on this person. Okay. You go over there. Bedrock Tortoise. As long as it's your turn, creatures you control have a hexproof. Each creature you control with toughness greater than its power assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. Oh, so basically this would be a 6/6. That's kind of cool. Okay. And we got a forest. Take another one. Yeah. Got another bet. Woo. There we go. Petrify, we've seen you. And where I'm putting stuff. Atali's Favor. I feel like we've seen this, but whatever, that's fine. Enchant creature you control. When this enters the battlefield, discover 3. Enchanted creature gets 1/1 and has trample. Till the end of turn. Yeah, we've seen Disturbed Slumber. We'll keep it there, I guess. I don't know. Fungus Snail, seen that several times. Unlucky Drop, that's come up quite a bit. Malamute Scythe. Artifact. Another dinosaur. Veteran. Send 4 whenever Malamute Veteran attacks. There are 4 or more permanent cards in your graveyard. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Okay. Shipwreck Sentry, we've seen that. Sunbird Standard. Triumphant Chomp. Deals damage to target creature equal to 2 or the greatest power among dinosaurs you control, whichever is greater. Oh, that's pretty cool. Scampering Surveyor. When this enters the battlefield, search your library for a basic land card or cave card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, and shuffle. Okay. Eaten by piranhas. Flash, enchant creature. Enchanted creature loses all abilities and is a black skeleton creature with base power and toughness 1. It loses all other card types and creature types. Well then. Unstable Glyph Bridge. When this enters the battlefield, if you cast it for each player, choose a creature with power 2 or less that player controls, then destroy all creatures except creatures chosen this way. Not sure how I feel about that, but craft with artifacts. Let's see what that is. Okay. Sand Swirl Wanderglyph. Flying, whenever an opponent casts a spell during their turn, they can't attack you or planeswalkers you control this turn. Each opponent who attacked you or planeswalker you control this turn can't cast spells. Oh, that's kind of That's kind of cool. That's also kind of mean, but yeah. The hidden nursery again. There we go. Get that hidden nursery quite a bit. And shabam. Actually, I didn't even think about it. Let's see here. But I will get to you in a moment. Yeah, not worth that much. I didn't think so, but yeah, worth a check, I guess. All right. Ray of Ruin. Can I not just... Okay. Exile creature. I feel like I might have seen this. I don't know. Exile target creature, vehicle, or non-basic land. Describe one. Easy peasy. Relic's Roar. We've definitely seen that one. 1,000 Moons. Crack Shot. Tally's Favor. River Herald Guide. Might have seen this, I don't know. Vigilance. When River Herald Guide enters the battlefield, it explores. Okay. All the merfolk are going to the wife. Fungal Fortitude, we've seen that. Moment Veteran. Got you plenty of times. Mafreen. Artificer Scout. Yeah, we've seen the Archaeologist before. Trying to remember it all from yesterday as well. The Runaway Boulder. Tithing Blade. Spyglass Siren. Create a map token. We've seen that. Soul Coil Viper. Yeah, seen you. Hurl into History. Counter target artifact or creature spell. Discover X, where X is that spell's mana value. Oh, that's not bad. That's pretty good, actually. Ooh. Jamil the Inner Sun. Spells you control cannot be countered. Wow. Immediately good. At the beginning of your end step, discover 5. Just okay. Every end step. That's pretty awesome. We're definitely gonna have to give that one a little. Yeah. No, that. So if it was the full face one and foil, it would be $90. Yeah, there we go. But we have the top one, very top, so it's 15, which isn't terrible, honestly. Still good enough to be over here. I think I put a $7 one over there, so that's not really saying much for me. And then Hidden Cataract. Okay, discover 4. So most of these caves are the same in their abilities, just for different colors. That's it. Which is fine. Bring that back up. There we go. In case anyone wants to say anything for whatever reason. Another gnome. Cool. I'll go through the tokens later when I actually go to build. Yeah, we got the Primordial Gnawer. What? Water Wind Scout. Flying, enters the battlefield, create a map token. Old Tech Cloud Guard, we've seen that before. Somewhat interested, but also not. Burning Sun Cavalry, we've seen that. Nurturing Bristleback. Presence of Ages. Acrobatic Leap. Walking with the Ancestors. Yeah. Oh, I gotta get comfortable. Oh boy. All right. Oh, made it. Okay. Oh, the inverted iceberg. Earthshaker Dreadmaw. Enters the battlefield, draw a card for each other dinosaur you control. I believe we have seen that. Rampaging Ceratops, we have not seen that yet. Can't be blocked except by three or more creatures. Wow. We want to eliminate somebody's field. Okay, that's just kind of cool. Firstborn of Gishath. Legendary creature. When haste. When this enters the battlefield, you may pay 2. When you do, target dinosaur you control deals damage equal to its power to another creature. That's not too bad. Hey! Completely unnecessary. Completely unnecessary. You don't even know what's going on. You don't even know what's going on. You're yelling for no reason. Look, nobody's there. Literally nobody's there. Why are you yelling? Go away. Thank you. Alright. Staggering size. Okay, so I don't know. And then another island. That threw me off quite a bit. Could you not right now? That would be great. Thank you.
Oh, hi.
Hi. I even walked in the room and you didn't notice me.
Thank you.
Another map. I got your butt.
Thank you. Oh, you're gonna give me your butt?
Yep. I'm like, okay. I'll get butt scratches. Let's see, Acolyte of Aklazot. Lazot. Something like that. I don't know. Sacrifice another creature. Each opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. I think we have seen that, but it was a while. Oh my lord. Okay. Oh, let's see. Song of Stupefaction. Enchant creature, vehicle. When this enters the battlefield, you may mill 2 cards. Fathomless Descent. Enchanted permanent gets -X -0, where X is the number of permanent cards in your graveyard. Damn. That worked great against mill decks. Thousand Moons Infantry, we've seen you before. Rumbling Rock Slide. Oops. Yeah, there's the Seeker of the Sun again. Join the Dead. Glorifier of Suffering. In the Presence of Ages. Waylaying Pirates. Whoops. Yeah, no, that's right. Okay. Idol of the Deep King. Dusk Rose Reliquary. As an additional cost to cast this, sacrifice an artifact or creature. Ward 2. When Dusk Rose Reliquary enters the battlefield, exile target artifact or creature an opponent controls until this leaves the battlefield. I feel like maybe I have actually seen or read that one before. I don't know. Diamond Pickaxe. Indestructible, of course. Equipped creature gets 1/1 and has, whenever this creature attacks, create a treasure token. That's cool. Equipped for 2. Glow Cap Lantern. Equipped creature has, you may look at the top card of your library anytime. Well, that's cool. Whenever this creature attacks, it explores. I feel like that would be good. Goblin Pirate. Breaches. Eager Pillager. Looks kind of like a gorilla. Whenever a pirate you control attacks, choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. So create a treasure token. So basically, if you attack with 3 pirates, you can get all 3. Create a treasure token. Target creature can't block this turn. Or exile the top card of your library. You may play this turn. Play it this turn. That's cool. I'm not doing pirates though. And then we got that same hidden cataract. That's what it's called. Looks like we got a couple more rows to go. Come on. Give. No, please, just give. Ooh, okay. Faceless one. Puzzle door. We've definitely seen you before. Just in case, sacrifice this. Look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put one of those cards into your hand, the other on the graveyard. Yeah, we've seen that. Deconstruction hammer. Seen that several times. Volatile wonder glyph. There we go. Poison dart frog. Kills you. We're gonna be putting those in deck because it's 1 mana of any color. I mean, come on. Only a 2 cost for that? Psh, I take it. Oh, let's see. Ray of Ruin again. Get out of here. The pirates. Disruptor Wanderglyph. Might have seen this, I don't know. When this attacks, exile a card from an opponent's graveyard. Okay. Walk with the Ancestors. A Braid. Choose one. Braid deals 3 damage to target creature. Destroy target artifact. Or destroy target artifact. Dowsing Device. Ruin Lurker Bat. At the beginning of your end step, if you descended this turn, scry. Don't know. Contested Game Ball. Okay. We have seen that. defossilize. It's sitting right here on top. Restless Anchorage. Interesting looking picture. I don't know if I'm doing well, but okay. Sorry, I just had a text message. Till the end of turn, Restless Anchorage becomes a 2/3 white and blue bird creature with flying. It's still on land. Looks like a massive piece of land just for. Anyways, oh, when this attacks, create a map token. That's cool. That's awesome. It's a dual land. And then we got. Oh, was that our? Hold on. Are those? Yeah. Okay. Anyways, sorry. So Captivating Cave. Add 1 colorless. Pay 1 tap. Add 1 mana of any color. Pay 4 tap. Sacrifice this. Put 2 1/1 counters on target creature. Activate only as a sorcery. You are colorless mana. Cool, yeah. Moving on. Actually, before we do that, I need a drink. Oh, much better. Okay. And this will be the last, I guess, box opening that we'll be doing for a while. Until these videos get more support. If you guys want to see them. I can do deck building all day, though. We got plenty of cards, clearly. Staggering size. I mean, part of me wants to keep these kind of near the top. I don't know. Vito's Inquisitor. Yep, we have seen that so many times. Oaken Siren. Tinker's Tote. We have definitely seen that. Yeah, no artifacts. Not worried about it. Hotfoot Gnome. Bam. Brood Rage. Myconid. I think we have seen this, but just in case. At the beginning of your end step, if you descended this turn, create a 1/1 black fungus creature token with this creature can't block. Yeah, we've definitely seen that. But I read it anyways. Sage of Days, blah. When this enters the battlefield, look at the top 3 cards of your library. You may put one of those cards back on top. Put the rest in your graveyard. Okay. Pathfinding Axejaw. Leave you there. Sunshot Militia. Grasping Shadows. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, it gains Death Touch and Lifelink until end of turn. Put a Dread counter on Grasping Shadows. And if there are 3 or more Dread counters on it, transform it. Becomes a cave. Shadow's Lair. Remove Dread counter from Shadow's Lair, draw a card, and you lose 1 life. Whoops. Almost put it in the wrong spot. Creator of Sun's Creation. That's cool. Whenever you discover again for the same value. This ability triggers only once each turn. Okay. Vanguard of the Rose. Vampire Knight. Sacrifice another creature you control. This gains indestructible until end of turn. End of turn. There we go. Gargantuan Leech. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each cave you control and each cave card in your graveyard. Okay. Lifelink. 5/5. It's not bad. I mean, technically leeches are dinosaurs, but they're not the ones we're looking for. These are not the dinosaurs you're looking for. Merfolk Wizard. Tishana's Tidebinder. Flash, when this enters the battlefield, counter up to one target activated or triggered ability. If an ability of an artifact, creature, or planeswalker is countered this way, that permanent loses all abilities for as long as this is on the battlefield. That's gnarly. Oh, that's a motherfucker. Almost put it in the wrong spot. And then we got the hidden cataract again. Come on. Open. There we go. Why do you have to be a pain? Dragon. Dinosaur egg. Put the dinosaur on back. That's nice when they do that, because the dinosaur egg you're supposed to sacrifice and turn into a dinosaur, I believe, unless that's just a card effect. I don't know. Either way. Greedy Freebooter. We've seen that one. A lot of these pirates. Yeah, River Herald. Adaptive Gem Guard. Seen you. Go away. Tectonic Hazard. The Capybara. Cat Warrior. Sage of Days. Buried Treasure. Spring-loaded Saw Blades. Excuse me. Okay. Bitter Triumph. As an additional cost to cast the spell, discard a card or pay 3 life. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. Damn. Gold Fury Strider. Trample, untap. Tap 2 untapped artifacts or creatures you control. Target creature gets 2/0 until end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery. Cute. Dauntless Dismantler. Human Artificer. Artifacts your opponent controls enter the battlefield tapped. XX. 1 white. Sacrifice this. Destroy each artifact with mana value X. Okay. Dire Flail. I've not seen this one yet. Equip creature gets 2/0. Equip 1. Craft with artifact. Equip creature gets 3/0, and whenever this creature attacks, you may sacrifice an artifact other than Dire Blunderbuss. When you do, this creature deals damage equal to its power to target creature. Okay, that's pretty awesome. Pirate Hat. We've seen you so many times. Hidden Volcano. Cool. And just because... Let's take that Dire Flail back out. Come on. Yeah, didn't think so. Let me go back over there. Just have to make sure sometimes. Seen some cards where I'm like, there's no way, and then it's actually terms of service update. Okay, whatever. Anyways, Twitch suddenly warning me that there's a terms of service. Like, yeah, I know. Thank you. Trying to be nice to my cards, please. Thank you. Struggled there a little bit. Fungus. Brackish Blender. We have seen that. Soaring Sandwing was on top. Sunfire Torch. Malamet Brawler. Seen that. Rampaging Spinetail is sitting here on top. Daring Discovery. We've seen you before. Pathfinding. Brood Rage Myconid. Mycoid. Anyways. Cosmium Blast. Deals 4 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. Probably seen it, but not for a while. Inverted iceberg. Get in there. Geological appraiser. When this enters the battlefield, if you cast it, discover 3. That confused me. That threw me off. I'm like, wait a minute, what? Aren't you always casting it? Hoverstone Pilgrim. Bat Colony. It's sitting right here. Throne of the Grim Captain. Mill 2. Tap. Mill 2 cards. Craft with Dinosaur. A Merfolk. A Pirate. And a Vampire. Pay 4. Menace Trample, Lifelink, Hexproof. Holy moly. Whenever a Grim Captain attacks, each opponent sacrifices a non-land permanent, so they have Annihilation. So it has Annihilation. More or less. Just non-land. Then you may put an exiled creature card used to craft the Grim Captain onto the battlefield under your control. Tapped and attacking. Okay, well, you definitely deserve a bit of appraisal there. More than the flail did. And open. Oh, wow, really? 11 cents. Well, okay. 16 cents. Oh, wait. No, you are colorless. It just, there's so many colors on there. And then a shrimp. I can't believe that. Alright, we're on the last 3. Push through, push through, push through. Nope. Come on. Got another gnome. Cool. Relics Roar again. 1,000-man crack shot. Tali's Favor. River Herald Guide. Oops, over here. It's a merfolk. Fungal Fortitude. Pull your hat. Sunshot Militia. Didact Echo. When this enters the battlefield, draw a card. Descend 4. Didact Echo has flying as long as there are 4 more permanent cards in your graveyard. Fanatical Offering. You've seen that a few times. Oticlan Landmark. Pit Offerings, yeah. Oh, Triumphant Chomp. Right there. Swashbuckler's Whip. Enchanted or equipped creature has reach. Pay 2, tap target artifact or creature, and pay 8, tap discover tap. Oh wow. The Bella Gerent. Something like that. Whenever this attacks, create a treasure token. Until the end of turn, you may look at the top card of your library anytime. And you may play lands and cast spells from the top of your library. Bro. that's pretty good. Crew of 3. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess. Why not? Let's appraise it. Yeah, not very much. I mean, it's good, but clearly it's not that good. Promising Vein. Alright. Getting a lot of dupes, which they're common, so of course. Ooh, that one kind of opened nicely. It's another one of those. Cool. Screaming Phantom. When Screaming Phantom attacks, mill a card. I think we actually did see that kind of somewhere in the beginning. Anyways, out of air. Envoy. itchy eye, seismic monstrosauр, whatever. Mineshaft spider, greedy, freebooter. There we go. My goodness. Brazen blade master, disruptor wanderglyph, walk with ancestors right there. Ugh. The stone tree, yeah. What is you? Malicious eclipse. Okay. All creatures get -2/-2 until end of turn. If a creature an opponent controls would die this turn, exile it. Ooh, wow. That's awesome. Dreadmaw's Ire. I think this was one that we've definitely had at the very beginning. Till end of turn, target attacking creature gets 2/2 and trample. Also, whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, destroy target artifact that player controls. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Oh, hey, there we go. Sinuous Benthazar. When this enters the battlefield, look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of caves you control, plus the number of cave cards in your graveyard. Put 2 of those cards into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Bringer of the Last Gift. Okay. The Vampire Demon. When Bringer of the Last Gift enters the battlefield, if you cast it, each player sacrifices all other creatures they control. I'm sorry, what? Then each player returns all creatures from their graveyard that weren't put there this way. Okay. So I guess that's in hopes to get rid of their big creatures and bring in the small creatures. That, I don't know. Place your bets, everybody. It's a small appraisal, right? And, yep, 25 cents for this one. Nailed it. It's a creature. Hey, there's another plains. All right, last pack. Dun, 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 dun. Let's go. Let's see here. Got another gnome. Wait, that's a gnome soldier, not just a gnome. Okay. So it's actually different. Cool. Pirate hat. Let's start off strong with, yep. Iron Paw, Aspirant. Panicked Altazar. Disturbed Slumber. Echo of Dust. Acrobatic Leap. We are just hitting it hard here. Miner's Guidewing. Another Chance. Waterlogged Hulk. Here we go. Tap, mill card. Craft with Island. 3 colors. Oh, right. The Gondola. Water type. That's right. After I flipped it, I remembered. Confounding Riddle. It's just so far not looking good. Explorer's Cache. Actually, we're going to keep that up here. Hermetic Nautilus. Why are you sitting weird? Also a dinosaur, but it's not actually a dinosaur, which, you know, like I said, they are dinosaurs, but not according to this, I guess. Preacher of the Schism. Death Touch. Whenever this attacks a player with the most life or tied, create a 1/1 white vampire creature token with lifelink. Whenever Preacher of the Schism attacks while you have the most life or tied, you draw a card and lose 1 life. Okay, I mean it's not great. I'm not even gonna bother with that one. Sunshot Militia. Okay, and Hidden Volcano. All right, cool. So that is all of it. Move over. So I think we set aside some cards. Skeleton Horror, that's for a skeleton deck. Yeah, I'd like to get Lonnie's Hatcher more, but we're gonna have to figure out how to do this deck because it's kind of dinosaurs are expensive. Good thing we have Poison Dirt Frogs. I'm mostly looking at these three colors here on how I want to do it. Because green has a lot of great mana gain to it. Okay, well, that's definitely my cue.